Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers' offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got...
Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That's caught. It's Cobb. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Auburn going to work with another first down. This time he wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little? Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. So LSU's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get our first look at Sam Levitt. You want to talk about seeing the field. Last time out, better than 70% completion and more than 400 yards through the air. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. On target.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration. Just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do. Starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Brown will throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Throwing right. Right on the money. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. On the ground, it's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. The Tigers have it with a first and goal. They'll run it. It's Cobb. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Plucks it out of the air. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Brown wants to pass. Wideout trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about
Makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. LSU right back to the line. The run inside. It's Durham. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. to throw. It's Levitt. Wilson's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a give to Durham. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for
maybe a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
On the run, it's Cobb. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Split backs here. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Durham. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple of
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre try and figure out which people on are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He fires to the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Auburn lines up quickly.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Trying play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch, it's Nimrod. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he gets the 1st down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's going for the big play. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Wilson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Cobb. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Off play action on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking to the big tight end. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. First play of the drive, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Harris.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Finds space on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to Caden Durham. Picks up the first down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. One of the big points of emphasis coming out of the locker room is to get the run game going. Their quarterback has struggled at times, had some turnovers, but he has got to trust the guys around him a little bit more. Look for them to feed the running back the rock here to start the 3rd, get the run game going, and take some pressure off their QB.
Holly, thank you. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working the middle. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end to the air on first down. He's got an open man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud.
Could be an alley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Caught. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Now, ready, red, ready, hot.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Plows through the defense. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money.
There's some room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll try it again. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Offense lining up quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the back. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right on the money. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Might have a chance. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Here comes the heat. And they got it.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Now improvising. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Might be changing the route. Throwing. Lewis. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Snags it over the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing toward the end zone. Looking to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Cobb. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Maybe some room here. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Run in the red zone. It's Washington doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to Washington again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
39 out. Ready. Blue 30. Blue.
The run inside. It's Washington. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. On third down, here's Washington. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. LSU quick to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We